So many people ask me about the keys to a great life. And, it's not like I have all the answers, right? But I've been around enough decades now to learn kind of what works and what doesn't. And I've also been studying some of the greatest achievers out there and some of the greatest mentors out there. People like Brian Tracy, Tony Robbins, Zig Ziglar, and people that, like Napoleon Hill and Dale Carnegie, who've studied the science of success, the science of having a great life. I can tell you there's certain areas that you need to concentrate on, that you need to become really good at if you want to put together a really great life. And you might as well start now. You're not getting any younger. And if you're going to start now, then you maybe have a chance of putting it all together. And hopefully your life is already great, and maybe this is just review. So what are some of those keys to a great life? Well, you've got to master certain areas of your life, right? I believe life is a formula. And while that really sounds really left-brainish and logical, I think if you break anything down into a formula, the things that you can measure, then I think you can actually go after them with some kind of certainty. And don't we want a little bit more certainty in our lives? I think we do. A lot of people do. I love variety and uncertainty, but it doesn't mean that I don't have certainty in my life. So I want to master certain areas of my life. And these are an ongoing process, right? They're never perfect. There are always learning opportunities out there, and you really need to take advantage of them. And that's what I do. So for me, this is what I've discovered are the key areas of life that you have to master, or at least attempt to master, or work on constantly improving so that you can get towards a level of mastery. And first of all, for me, it's having passion and fun in whatever you do. So people say to me, when you go on vacation, because I travel around the world, they're like, oh, what are you doing in Greece? You working? Well, yeah, I guess in most people's definition, when you go somewhere and you make money, I make money from wherever I am. So I'm working, I guess. But you know what? I don't really consider work in the traditional sense. I consider it playtime. And so I play at my work. I know so many people that are like, oh, I got to get up and I got to go to work, or I got to go through the grind. I got to go work for the man. And they have all these negative connotations around work. Like, to me, my answer is just change it. Like, we have so many opportunities in this country, in this world, to change our state and our situation. And we're not getting any younger, like I just said. And if you don't change those situations, then you're going to keep doing the same thing. And I always say, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always gotten. And so we don't want to keep getting what we've always gotten. If we hate it, if we're miserable, if it's negative, if we don't want to get up, and oh my God, I don't want to get up. Now, I remember I was in school and I didn't want to get up to go to school. Like, I was a teenager. I wanted to sleep in. I get that. But you have to get up and go to school at some point. You have to go attack the things in your life. And I can tell you this, if you have anchors that are holding you back from making your decisions, you've got to change those anchors. So for example, what we're taught in the American dream fallacy, or the dream of life fallacy, is that you've got to go get a good education from this crappy educational program that we give to people now. And then you've got to go get more education so you can get a better job, and so that you can get more, but buy more stuff, right? So you got to buy the bigger house. You got to buy the house with the view, or the house with the pool, or you got to buy 2 houses. And then you got to get a really nice car, because you can't just drive an old car. You've got to get the brand new car with all the stuff on it. And then you've got to have the good looking spouse, so that and then you got to have the right, kids, and the kids have to go to the private schools, or whatever it is for you, whatever it is for people. And then you've got to buy a bigger house so you can handle all the kids. You got to take them to stop. Like, this is all programming, guys. And, did you make those decisions that that's what you want? Like, do you really need a 3,000 or 4,000 square foot house for 2 kids and a spouse, and you and a dog, or whatever? Do you really need 3,000 feet? I mean, I know there are people that live in Fiji that have that same situation, and they live in about 12 square feet or 15 or 20 square feet. Like, they make it work. Okay, maybe it's not 20 square feet, because 20 square feet is pretty small, but it's pretty small. It's like a small bathroom. I've seen some of these shanties they live in. You know what? They got these big old smiles on their face, and they're not addicted to Facebook and Instagram and checking their phone all the time. They smile at each other, and they talk to each other, they laugh, and they dance, and they have a great life. So you've got to master the area of your life called passion and fun. Passion and fun for me is critical. Like, If I'm not having fun, I try to eliminate that in my life. If I don't have passion for it, I try to reduce it in my life. Passion and fun for me is critical. And even making this video, for me, this is fun. Like, I love to, unwrap the science of achievement. I love to unwrap some of the keys to a great life. And I don't have all the answers, but I love to learn. For me, that's a really critical thing, is learning, by the way. The second one is you have to master your health. If this pandemic has taught us nothing else, it's that we have to take care of our bodies. Like, to me, a lot of this stuff doesn't make any sense. And maybe you're one of those people that it doesn't make any sense. And we're living right in the middle of this pandemic right now. And so I'm sitting here going through all these thoughts, and I think, wow, we've closed down the gyms, but we've left open the fast food restaurants. And they talk about comorbidities and, the things that are leading to people dying. It's diabetes and overweight and health problems and high blood pressure. Where does that come from? Does it come from going to the gym? No, it comes from eating really crappy food, not taking care of yourself, not exercising. Like, we're doing the opposite things that we should be doing. We're saying, stay home, be lonely, coop yourself up into a house, wear a mask so you're distanced from other people. And they call it social distancing. Why is it called social distancing, by the way? Should be called physical distancing if they really want to keep us away from each other, but they want to keep us not socializing. I don't know who they is, but we have control over that too. So anyway, a lot of this stuff is really not making any sense to me. But if you don't have your health, like so many people don't have their health, and they unfortunately lost their lives, or they've been damaged by some health problem, then what else you got? So you've got to really take care of your health. You've got to make a focus on your health, whatever that is. And I know it's nice to eat an ice cream cone. Believe me, that's a weakness of mine. I love ice cream. But there are ways to make yourself be allowed to eat ice cream, exercising more, eating other better things so that you can have a little treat, and making sure that you are dedicated to your health, working on your health. And again, life is a formula. There's a formula for good health. It's, don't eat high fructose corn syrup, drink a lot of water, exercise every day, don't eat a bunch of crap. Right? Don't fill your body up with carbs and then not expend those carbs because it turns into fat. Like, there's formulas for this. It's not brain surgery. It just takes discipline, which I'll talk about in just a second. The third area, that's your emotions. And so many people just don't have mastery of the emotions. Like, how many people do you know that when they get like in a car accident or some little adversity, maybe a car accident, it's not a little adversity in a lot of cases, but maybe a fender bender is a little adversity. And, you didn't get hurt, you didn't get killed, and you get out and it's like affected your whole week, and you're going to sue and you're going to do all these things. Well, that just is a black hole of negative emotions that you get sucked into. And for a lot of people, they get addicted to those emotions because emotions create these little shots of dopamine and serotonin and all these other little hormones that go off in our brains, so that it creates addiction. How many people do you know that are addicted to gossip? They want to talk about people because they get something out of it. They get connection, but they're beating somebody up or gossiping about them. It's not being very productive at all. That's an emotional hit. How many people do you know that are depressed or moody? That's emotions. That's an addiction to an emotion. How many people do you know are happy all the time? And you're like, oh God, easy for you. It's just easy for you to be really happy. But it's an emotion. They're addicted to it. And they create more of it. They create more opportunities to have more fun. Like, if you have a choice to live your life in a negative state or a positive state, if I just ask you logically, are you going to say, I'd rather be negative? Well, hopefully most people are going to say no. They want to be positive. But yet they don't make the right choices to be positive. They allow their emotional state to be dragged down into that black hole of negativity. And so you've got to master your emotions. There's a whole art around mastering your emotions. You got to just reframe yourself, because two people can see the same exact car accident. And when the police officer comes and interviews them and says, hey, what happened? One person could say they ran the stop sign. The other person could say, no, they didn't run the stop sign. They were sitting there and the other car ran into them. Same accident, two different perspectives on it, right? So you can always reframe to a different area of emotion. You can always reframe to the positive. You don't have to be addicted to negative emotions. Now, is there a place for negative emotions in life? I think there is, because it gives us relativity, right? You can be sad, and you can be sad for a little bit so you know what it feels like. I mean, I don't like to be sad, so I try not to live there, but sometimes I get a little sad, sometimes. And you know what? It allows me to see how great it is when I'm happy. how great it is when I'm having passion and fun and being with great people and laughing and dancing and expending energy and just really loving and enjoying life. You can choose that, but that's the area of emotions that you've got to master if you want to have success in your life. And then you've got to master human relations or relationships. And you've got to master relationships not only with the significant other, but you've got to master your friendships. And a lot of us now are sucked into this thing called friends on Facebook or friends on Instagram or wherever you have your friends, right? Are they really friends? Like, to me, the definition of a friend is like something happens to you at 3:00 in the morning. Who can you call that you know will get out of bed and come and rescue you? That to me is a friend. Can you do that to your people on Facebook? Like I don't even know some of the people on my Facebook page, unfortunately. I'd love to know them, but it's almost impossible to know, thousands of people that we call them our friends. They're our acquaintances, right? They're our Facebook friends. It's a different level than friends. And then you have to have passion in those relationships that you have with your significant other. You got to have a values alignment. You got to grow together. You got to learn together. You got to experience things together. You got to have magic moments, which I talk about a lot. So you've got to master the area of relationships. Part of mastering relationships is maintenance. I have a saying, every decision in life has maintenance and consequences. And so if you have a decision that you've made to be a friend with somebody, well, then be a friend of theirs. Like, what's a friend? Is it somebody you see once a year? Nah, I've got friends that I see once a year. Yeah, they're still friends. Are they 3:00 in the morning friends? I don't know. How do I make them 3:00 in the morning friends? I connect with them. I have to share my life. I have to share pictures. I have to share experiences. I have to do things with them, or at least connect with them on a regular basis. Other than that, otherwise, it's not really that great a relationship. It's just kind of an acquaintance. And they're somebody that I knew, I used to know, and they're still around, but I only see them once a year. Is that really a relationship that's worth nurturing? If it is, go after it, make some decisions to do that. You've got to master the area of time. And so often, again, I make fun of this Facebook culture, but I fall into this as well, right? You find yourself, sucked down into another black hole of losing your time. And time is valuable. Like, we don't get that minute back. And Jeff Bezos has the same amount of time as you. And Oprah Winfrey has the same amount of time as you. What are they doing with that time is what matters. And so you have to get really good at mastering your time. Now, I'm not saying that there's not a place for Facebook or Instagram. I'm just saying, don't let it run your life. For the last several months, I haven't had a TV. The TV has not come on. It allows me to do so many other things in my life, and I don't really miss it. Every once in a while, I'd like to throw on the occasional football game, but I realize halfway to the football game that I'm really not enjoying all the commercials. So then I try to DVR it, and then I realize that I don't really enjoy all the breaks that they take and all the announcing that they do. And so to me, it feels like a waste of time because I haven't had it. I'm not used to having it. And so therefore, I'm not addicted to it. And so I can use that time for other things. There's still a time for me to watch movies and to watch documentaries and do some of the things that I enjoy. And I'm not saying I have the answers again. I'm just saying you've got to master your time and how you use it if you want to be truly happy, truly productive, truly fulfilled in life. And then this is a big one. It's the area of money. It's the number one cause of divorce, more than bad sex, right? Having money problems is the number one problem that a lot of us have. Why is that? Well, first of all, we create it as a problem. We're told that if we don't have enough money to buy something really nice, that we're less than, that we're really not doing what we're supposed to do. We're not living our American dream. If we don't have that new car, that new house, then we're not doing things right. So if we fall short in our money department, short according to the programming standards of our society, then we feel unfulfilled. It really doesn't take very much money to live in this world. The poorest people in our country have a telephone, they have a TV, most of them have a car, they have shelter. The poorest people in the United States live better than the richest people of some of the other countries. So it's a fallacy when you look at that programming as an example. You've got to master the area of money. Now, that's on the scarcity level of the continuum. Over here on the abundance level of the continuum, you've got to figure out a way to create money such that you're not a slave to it, such that money is your slave. You want to create that money because money is stored value. You go to work, you exchange your time for money, but eventually you want to get to the point where you're exchanging your time, your money for your time. And so what happens is we just wait till we're 65 and then we kind of commit this voluntary suicide by sitting in front of the TV for the rest of our lives because we really haven't taken care of our bodies and our health. And we haven't really built a lot of money, so we live on Social Security. And then what do we have left to do? Well, we just kind of sit around and watch TV. I know my dad did that before he died for years and years. And you know what? That was his programming because people asked him, what do you want to do, Dad? Or what do you want to do? And he said, well, I want to retire and I want to just sit around. Well, that's exactly what he did. He got his dream. But his dream was I watched him wither away over years and years and years watching TV. And he happened to master his money, but then he didn't really utilize his money to gain his time back. He was already too old. His body was too beat up. He couldn't get on airplanes anymore and go enjoy the world like he wanted to do. He kept saying he wanted to go to Greece with me and do these other things, travel around the world, but he couldn't because he had neglected his health and he had plenty of money, but he never exchanged his money now for time. And then career and business. Like if you want to have money, this kind of goes hand in hand with money. But if you want to have some fulfillment, you've got to have something where you're helping people. And when I talk about a career, hopefully your career helps people. If you're a teacher, if you're a nurse, if you're a doctor, if you're a lawyer, if you're an accountant, hopefully you're providing some value to people. And so that's where you're going to get some fulfillment in your career. And if you're not providing that value and you don't feel like you're providing that value, then maybe it's time for you to have a shift in career. And the beautiful thing about this country and this world is that you can shift in career easily. You know, we have this internet thing now that's kind of cool. We have this Zoom thing now that's kind of cool. We have these ways of connecting that we never could before unless we got on a horse and rode for 10 days to go somewhere else and find a job or find a career or make a change. Today, we can make a change instantaneously. You just have to ask the right questions to figure out what it is that you want to do, what you're passionate about, how you can help people and feel really fulfilled about it. And for a lot of people, it's creating their own business. Now, there's a whole science around creating business. And what I don't want you to do is just say, well, I need to be an entrepreneur. Because a lot of people, in fact, most people are not entrepreneurial. It's great to have people that work for you if you're an entrepreneur. It's also great to have a place that you can go and provide value if you're a worker, if you're an employee. That's really cool. And it's also great to be an entrepreneur if you do it right. Well, most people, what they do, let's say you're a chef and you're really good at making food, making incredible cuisine. And all of a sudden you say, you know what, I can do this. I don't want to work for that guy anymore. I can go do this on my own. And what you end up doing is you create two jobs. You still want to create the chef job because that's where you get your creativity and fulfillment. But you're now also creating a business. You have to become really good at business. You have to manage people. You have to grow your business. You have to learn the numbers. So now you have too many jobs, or at least two jobs, really. And you've spread yourself really thin. And now you're even less happy than you were working for that other person. So if you're going to be an entrepreneur, you got to be an entrepreneur, which means you have to master the levels of business that you need to know to become a successful business person, not just a chef that's in business. Make sense? So career and business is critical. And then finally, your spirituality. And that spirituality encompasses a lot of things. It can encompass religion. It can encompass believing in something higher than yourself. It can encompass a meditation practice, a yoga practice. It can encompass a lot of these different things. For me, it encompasses internal beliefs, internal peace, so that you can have an external contribution. And I can tell you that when you contribute to other people's lives, whether it's in business or whether it's with your time or your money or in relationships or any of the other areas that we talked about, when you can contribute to other people's lives, that is the ultimate fulfillment. And most people don't realize it because they're out there being programmed about chasing the dollar, chasing the euro, chasing the yen, chasing things down. But what they don't realize is that it's later on in life that you're going to be able to help people with what you've done. And so why not make that decision to start doing it now, to start helping people now? In fact, in any of these 8 levels or areas that we've talked about, why not make the decision to master them now, to be really good at them now, to start on a thing, on a program, on a goal, on an intention of being really good at them today. Make a decision. You've got 8 areas of your life. Passion and fun. What are you going to do to become more passionate in what you do? Have more fun in what you do. Number 2, health. What are you going to do to create amazing health so that you have energy and vitality to do all the wonderful things that you want with this life? Because you know what? Time's running out. You might as well have a great life now. You know, they're not giving you another one, at least not that I think that I know of, right? So you've got to master that. What decisions are you going to make to create emotional abundance, positive emotional abundance? How are you going to reframe those negative situations? What decisions are you going to make your relationship even better? If it's better with a spouse, if it's better with your friends, if it's better with those people that you've lost connection with, what decisions, what things can you do to really start to master those levels of relationships? I used to have somebody in college, and he said what he tried to do every day was call somebody that was a friend that he hasn't talked to in a while. And you know what? After a while, he amassed an incredible amount of friends, real friends, right? Because he was so good at connecting. And that was just one decision that he made to have better relationships. What are you going to do with your time? How can you better use your time to create, to produce, to enjoy, to have fun, to connect, to love? How are you going to use that time better? Is there something that you can eliminate in your life to make your life even more fulfilling? Ask yourself those questions about time. What decisions are you going to make about money? I have a saying, never give up your power in your health, your wealth, or your time. So we just talked about time, but so many people also give up their power in their wealth. We certainly know what happens in health. You know, you've got 6 months to live, and 6 months in a day, they drop dead, right? We know we give up power in that department. And I don't think you should give up the power for sure in that department. But so many people do it in wealth. They're like so busy cooking, being a chef, cooking, doing their art, that at the end of the day, they don't really understand how to manage their money. So what do? They go, here, you manage it for me. Now, there's benefit in having somebody who's an expert doing something for you. Just be careful that when you shovel over your money to have them manage it, you're not shoving it over to a salesperson who hasn't been trained in finance, who hasn't been trained in money. So I believe you should have the power in your money. Now, you can delegate the actual details to somebody else, but you should know what's going on. So maybe that decision that you make around this money area of your life is to say, you know what? I'm going to learn about money. I'm going to become a master of understanding the money game. Now, I've got books, things like that you can buy. I got a book called Hacking Money. I've got courses that you could take. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying make a decision to do something in that area of your life to master that area of money. How about your career and business? What are you going to do to show up at your work passionate in a fun way so that you attract opportunities to you, so you can make your clients more happy? You can make your employees that work around you, the people, your coworkers around you, even happier. What are you going to do to help your boss make more money? What are you going to do to make your career even better? What decisions can you make instead of complaining in that department? What decisions can you make to make that even better? And then finally, is there a decision that you can make in spirituality that you can get yourself aligned toward helping other people? Is it volunteering somewhere? Is it becoming more prayerful, more closer with your God? Is it becoming more meditative and more spiritual in your approach to your practices? So you have to decide, what are the keys for you to a great life? Well, these are the way I've defined them. And you can define them the same way, and you can even make them better. But you can start working on them by asking yourself questions of how you can make them better. So I hope that helps you. Listen, I don't have all the answers. If you have other comments or questions, if this is a video you're watching on YouTube, put them in the comments below. I'd love to see them. I'd love to answer. I'd love to have a discussion around it. But to me, this is what I've kind of discovered in my life that are the keys to a great life. I have a great life. Can it be better? Sure. Can it be worse? Of course. But I love my life. I'm passionate about my life. I want other people to have this great life, right? When you're an evangelist for something, you want everybody else to see what you see. That's why I'm making this video, and I hope it can translate into you having a great life as well.
How can we help you? 5 ways. First, subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell below to make sure you get our new video the minute it comes out. Second, get a copy of my book, Hacking Money, and you'll learn a system for creating wealth through passive income so that you can build the lifestyle of your dreams. Click where it says book below. Third, if you want to hit the ground running, or if you want to learn how to invest from someone with over 44 years of investing success, click the products and programs link below. Fourth, if you want to accelerate your path to increase your wealth, consider joining one of my ecosystems. I have mentorships and mastermind programs for learning that are practically guaranteed to make you a successful investor. Or if you want to travel the world and learn from me and other multimillionaires on the path to greatness, you should consider joining my elite mastermind group. Fifth, if you want some help right now because you have a burning issue, you need something solved, you want to create massive passive income, or you want to accelerate your results in your investments, or maybe you just want personalized mentorship to build the lifestyle of your dreams, we can help. Maybe you're a multimillionaire who just wants someone else to handle some of your investing decisions and you want to invest in one of my funds. Whatever it is for you, click on the link below where it says become a client. All those links are below. You create your world, nobody else. And remember, never give up your power in your health, your wealth, or your time.